go. Yeah. Oh, you can see all my girlfriend's clothes. I don't like that. Only I am supposed to see my girlfriend. And now I'm gonna actually wear some trousers, man. So, second try to make this video. I have started to make this video, but then my camera or my phone ran out of memory storage. So the video just stopped and I didn't know where I finished, so I decided to just start over. Okay, I've been gone for 2 weeks. Multiple reasons for that. Firstly, that's why I missed 2 weeks. I hope you can forgive me. We are gonna continue as usual from now on. Okay, let's talk about what happened these last few weeks. The Typebeat channel is beginning to gain some traction. As you see here, these are the clicks I make on a day. And as you see in the beginning of last year, I had some kind of more explosive developments, but then I stopped making beats for quite a while. I think at least for 4 months. And yeah, now that I upload regularly, we see some steady increase. And I feel it because I get more comments on BeatStars. Yeah, there's a little bit more interaction going on. Sometimes people DM me and stuff. So I think we're going in the right direction, but I realized, oh, whoops. My most popular beats are mostly the G-Funk type beats. They are performing really well. And I think about doubling down on that development. So we're gonna make more G-Funk type beats, like every second or every third beat is gonna be a G-Funk type beat. I'm thinking about covering more of the West Coast type of music on the Typebeat channel. So we're gonna make Shoreline Mafia type beats, maybe EBK J-Bo type beats, and of course the G-Funk type beats, because these are the most successful ones. And I'm just gonna see if that development continues with the very popular G-Funk type beats, and if that's what the people want to hear, I'm gonna make G-Funk type beats exclusively, possibly. As I mentioned, I do not do this full time yet until I see some financial success. And that's why I made myself an Excel sheet. I'm 100% serious about this stuff. This is mostly in German. The sheet is called second quarter of the year. You know what? I'm that serious about it. Hello. All I want to say with this is you kind of have to make yourself a plan what you want to do. You have to figure out what kind of tasks you have to cover every week. You don't have much time if you also want to sleep and eat and stuff like that. So I'd really recommend doing a Excel sheet like that. That's all I wanted to say. Let's save that. Let's close it. Okay, and now we're gonna continue where I stopped the failed attempt of this video. We are making a G-Funk type beat. Let's listen to where we are right now. I really cooked on the piano. Let's just listen to the piano for a second. The idea is that the piano is the main layer of the entire beat, or of the melody, and there's some ear candy stuff going on, so it doesn't sound too thin. So we have this thingy, which is also pretty fire. Oh, important part. We automated the input on the delay, which can be seen here. So with the input, you can automate which notes you want to be delayed. So I only wanted this note to be delayed. So instead of this, where the entire melody is being delayed, so just listen closely. We now only have this note at the end right here that is being delayed. Then we have this lead, which is actually a little bit loud in my opinion. And then we have this very ambient pad. Yeah, and I think actually that's all the melodic layers that I wanna have for this beat. Yeah, we got the fingered bass pause. Yeah, let's just continue with the drums. I cooked hard on the piano. I'm very proud of that. I'm not too sure about the lead and the pad, but I think it does the job, so let's maybe look for another type of instrument for this layer. Yeah, that's fire. I think we're gonna use that. Sounds kind of Chinese now. Chinese G-funk type beat. Now that it sounds so Chinese or like Asian, I want to use something else because I don't think that fits. Yeah, that could work. I like that. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's mix all the melodic layers in channel 6. I have this preset, that one. That's just an equalizer, some distortion, and a compressor. And so you want to go a little bit crazy on the distortion. And then you want to pull down the mix. And mix it in as you see fits. And that sounds already much more present, even though, oh, the loudness has changed. Yeah, and then we're gonna use a compressor to get rid of the spikes and loudness, if there are any. Sometimes I don't use that compressor, but for this melody right here, I'm gonna use it. Let's go into the bass. I think the bass is actually fine as it is, so I'm just gonna use a equalizer to see whether I want to get rid of anything. Sometimes I have to see the visual, I have to get some visual feedback so I know what to do with the sound, because you should generally listen to your ears, but sometimes there's stuff like frequencies or a lot of presence in the frequency range below 20 Hertz. And you can't hear that with some kind of equipment. And if you see that there's a lot of stuff going on below 20 Hertz, you don't really want that. And then you can do a little bit of editing, you know? Yeah, all that stuff. I can't hear it in these headphones, but I heard that it could potentially, depending on the sound system, lead to some dirty sound, dirty pause. Yeah, I don't know. So I generally get rid of everything below 20 Hertz. Not always, sometimes I don't do it, but... Yeah, that jumps a lot in volume, so I usually also use some kind of limiter to get rid of the spikes in volume. In these G-funk type beats, especially in the more old school ones, the kick shouldn't be as present, but I usually still make it pretty loud, because I like loud kicks. I don't know. So I'm just gonna do as I please. Yeah. Okay, let's sidechain that to the melody. That gives the melody a little bit more of a little bit more rhythm. I don't know what to call it. I don't usually go too crazy on that. And let's also do that with the bass. On the bass you can go a little bit more you can sidechain the kick to the bass a little bit more, yeah, heavily compared to how you sidechain the kick to the melody, but I don't go too crazy on that as well. I don't know, I don't like the volume jumps with sidechaining. I just want the kick to sound a little bit cleaner, you know. Okay, let's go into mono and mix the drums. What I used to do when I started making beats is that I mixed every single sound individually, but I've kind of moved away from that. What I do now is I route all the high end, the drum sounds with not a lot of low end, like the kick, to one channel. Then I mix all the the top layer drums in one channel, and then I route it to a separate.
Stop it. Get some help.
You will see what I mean. So let's just go ahead and mix the loudness first. Let's pull that down a little bit. So let's just go channel by channel. Okay, what I forgot to mention is we are gonna route all the top layer instrument, or all the top layer drums, as I said before, to this one channel, which is insert 22. The clap goes into insert 16, and then it goes into insert 22. That's because how the project was set up before. That's just stupid, but I don't want to fix that now. It's just cosmetic. Then we're gonna go for the flex and route it in there as well. That can be a little bit louder in my opinion. Okay, and then let's get rid of all of the low end on these top layer instruments. Let's just do it by ear. Let's move that around. You don't want to get rid of all of the low end of your top layer drums because there's a lot of life going on there, but you can push that or that rumbling noise down a little bit. That's usually all I do for this channel, for this top layer drums channel, because honestly you don't want to spend too much time mixing your stuff. You should use good sounds in the first place, which is something I struggle with still, but yeah, that's where your focus should be when making beats. So, and now we have this channel 23, which is the I don't know, all drums layer. So the all drums channel is basically the top layers drums channel plus the kick. Exactly. And then I'm just gonna use Camel Crusher on that because that gives a lot of crunch to the drums. I don't know how often I used that phrase in this video already, but on this channel you don't want to go too crazy with the equalizing because you're mixing all of the drums, so you want to go subtle. And that's basically the beat. I'm gonna arrange that a little bit now. I usually have a pretty long intro, but that's just because of the type beat channel that I'm trying to keep running. It just leads to more watch time because people are listening through the entire intro and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, let's do it as I usually do it. I usually go with all the instrument layers first. That's interesting. Then I cut out some of the instruments and leave only the main part of the melody. Then I give the listener a feel for the bounce by adding some drums. Then I drop out the drums and the bass sets in. And then we go right into the first chorus. Like that, yeah, that's fine. We have to master this thing as well. So let's do that, and I think that's when we're gonna call it a day for this video. So let's listen to the chorus only, like that. So here all of that is pretty silent, but that's great for the mix actually. And then all we have to do is adjust the limiter. think that's gonna do it for this beat. Glad to have had you back on the channel after 2 weeks of a break. Yeah, from now on you can expect videos every week. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to listen to the entire beat, make sure to check out my type beat channel. It's going to be linked on the top of the description. I'll leave a small snippet for you guys at the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed the entire thing. Have a great week and I'll see you next time.